Hey friends, welcome to my channel. You already seen Quizmaster under Quizmaster series number 1. It is already live. So this is series number 2 in front of you, and this is especially for all those people, those who are aspiring for PMP or those who wants to learn especially about PMP secrets. So test yourself as I have given previously. I described previously in my series number 1. Let me tell you the format. The format is I will have a question and with some answers, and this side it will run for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds you will get the answer here with the detailed explanation. So the first question is, a strong matrix organization type is, and these are your answers. So you have 10 seconds. The timer started. I'll be reading out question only. Answer you have to read out and mark your answers. After 10 seconds I will display the answer. So the answer is B, where all team members are brought together in one location. So a strong matrix organization type is where all team members are brought together in one location, right? So this is example of strong matrix. Okay, rest all when I will be explaining about organization type, you can I will explain about what is balanced and what is projectized and so on. Question number 2. Which of the following can be presented using a Pareto chart? Which of the following can be presented using a Pareto chart? Timer has started. Okay, so the answer is C. Cumulative frequency of software defects detected in its testing rounds. Cumulative frequency is main word here. The rate of critical defects a 20% against the rate of other defect 80%. No. 80-20 is, of course, we call it Pareto, but this is not that. So you need to read each and every statement very carefully because we are talking about cumulative frequency. So that is crux here to define and to give the answer of this particular question. Question number 3. The project manager is about to leave. It's a situation. This is situational based question. Project manager is about to leave and the new appointed manager wants to get updated with the status of project scope. Which of the following resource is the least relevant for this purpose? You need to pay attention to list. Okay, so this is negation. Timer started. And the answer is A, latest cumulative earned value reports. So when you are taking over some project from someone, definitely you need WBS. You need definitely list of approved change request, and you need list of change request. Change requests ought to come during project execution or whole project life cycle. So they are part of this. Therefore, we have a change control board in place. So that is very important. So therefore, latest cumulative earned value report EVM is list relevant in understanding the status of project scope. List is catch here. That's what I said. You need to pay attention to the list. Question number 4. A project is carried out under a time and material contract. A project is carried out under a time and material contract. Which of the following is irrelevant to this project? Again, pay attention to irrelevant. Timer started. Okay, answer is D. D is the right answer. Since it is time and material contract, budget at completion or budgeted at completion is not applicable as the overall cost is not fixed. Others will apply. So another catch here is you also need to understand or remember the full form of these because you are getting such questions where it is not really not in expanded form and short form is given. So you should understand that as well. Question number 5. Which should be the basis for determining the incentive, which should be the basis for determining the incentive fee if decided at all be paid at the end of the project? And these are your options. Timer started. Okay, so you have A, B, C, D, and the answer is B. This is the explanation. Incentive fee criteria must be agreed upon and documented in the contract. Incentive fee is determined by buyer and option A is unlikely to happen. So let us remove A. It should be paid anyway according to a percentage agreed upon during final negotiation with the chosen bidder. Then C is a risk for supplier and will not be accepted according to criteria agreed upon in contract. Okay. Likewise, D is risk for buyer. So your answer remains B. Based on the subjective assessment made by project manager at the end of the C. So this is buyer. It has a big risk for buyer as a percentage of the final cost of simulator development. This is also another big risk. Therefore, answer goes to B according to criteria agreed upon in contract which has been predefined at the time of signing the contract. Number 6 dash can have two purposes. Its first purpose is to enable the project manager to determine the effectiveness of overall risk management process being used on the project. The second purpose is to examine whether a planned risk response has been effective in dealing with an identified risk. This is done to determine whether risk responses need to be amended for future risk. And this is, you need to fill in the blanks, okay? You need to fill in the blanks. So this is the statement. This question is related to the risk. Timing start. Your answer is B. It is risk audit. Risk audit can have two purposes. First, enable project manager to determine the effectiveness of overall risk management, and second, examine whether a planned risk response has been effective in dealing. Okay, so this is kind of validation verification kind of thing. Question number 7. A risk whose probability was assessed as 0.75 at the beginning of the project was reassessed towards final delivery and project closing to be 0.25 now. What cannot be said? You need to pay good attention of such questions where you have what cannot be said. So it cannot be is the keyword here. And these are your options A, B, C, and D, right? Timing starts. And answer is A. Because B, C, and D can be true. Here is what cannot be said. B, C, and D can be true. Risk probability upon impact. Risk probability or impact can increase or decrease throughout the life of project. It's not necessary that when it is really closing to, it can happen anytime. Hence, we must reassess risk. So cannot is a catch here. I already said cannot is a catch here. Okay. 7, 8. Question number 8. In which of the following project organizations every member of project team has exactly one manager? Pay attention to exactly one manager. Okay. And time starts. Okay. And your answer is A. In both functional and projectized. In both functional and projectized, exactly one manager. Every member will have exactly one manager. In projectized, when he's working on a project, he has one manager. Okay. Then we have question number 9. Question is little longer and answers are as well. You are managing a project which is building a software algorithm for managing the traffic signals. The team has been working hard and extending over weekends to ensure deliverables are completed as per schedule. The project has now completed and well received by client. Your team member approach you with a request for a couple of compensatory offs, considering the various weekend that they have put in extra effort. So they are asking for compensatory off. However, your company has no such compensatory off policy. What should you do? This is very common problem, and as a PM or as a manager, you ought to face such kind of issues in your day-to-day working. So these are your options. Timing starts. C is the answer. Rewarding employee where it is due is always a good thing, which ensures motivation and appreciation. However, that does not mean that you should bend the rules. This is against ethics also, that you should abide by the rules set by the organization. A project manager must always be do right thing, and giving a compensatory office against the company rule. So it is unethical. So this is ethics question. Therefore, answer is C. And this is final question, question number 10. Which of the following statement is not true regarding scope verification? Pay attention, please. Which of the following statement is not true about scope verification? Okay, and these are your answers. Timing starts. Okay, so answer is D. A consists of conducting inspection, reviews, and audits, used to determine if results conforms to requirements, used to get formal sign-off from clients, used to determine schedule variance. Okay, so why scope variance is done? Verification is done. All the options except schedule variance, this is talking about, are true regarding scope verification, because this process can also be done at the end of each project phase. Sometimes we call it gate review or stage gate review in project lifecycle. So the correct answer to the question is option D, since scope verification has nothing to do with schedule variance. Okay, you know what is the catch here? The catch is this one. This is the catch. So these were the 10 questions, and it was the second in series. So I'll be continuing generating such questions. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to generate, I mean, about some 20 to 30 videos or maybe more than that. So you will have a good amount of maybe about 400 question set or so. Stay connected, subscribe to my channel. Take care. Jai Hind.